Wind up, Jason! Your work isn't finished!
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Let's dance, asshole!
So I think it's the right time to talk about Hocus Pocus on this channel because me and my girlfriend absolutely love this movie. We have so many memories surrounding this movie. I mean, we even rewatched it recently just to get in the mood again when it comes to the whole Halloween season. But Hocus Pocus is definitely a fun movie. It's one of those very first movies you watch when you're a little kid, trying to watch all of those different kinds of Halloween specials on Disney Channel, and this happened to be the movie that was always on, and I always had a point throughout the October season, or if you want to call it, you know, spooky season, Halloween season, wherever it may be, but I always found a point throughout that month to watch this film, and I just want to give my own thoughts on it, you know, just talk about the whole movie itself and what it brings to the table. So if you guys have anything on your mind when it comes to this movie, like if there's anything in specific you want to share with me when it comes to moments that you want to share with me in the comments, you should have let me know, as always, in the comment section down below. So Hocus Pocus has this very unique charm where it just blends family-friendly horror with lighthearted humor, because this movie doesn't shy away from spooky themes like witches, dark magic, and of course the undead. Yet it makes them accessible for all ages, because from the creepy atmosphere of the Sanderson sisters' lair to the eerie fog-filled graveyards, the film uses classic horror aesthetics without pushing into a territory that's too frightening for children. And the comedic elements, especially in the performances of Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, balance the chills with enough laughs to make the film enjoyable for everyone. And what really sets the tone is how the film introduces the concept of witches and magic in a way that feels grounded in folklore, yet accessible, because it doesn't try to be overly frightening, but plays into the spooky fun that Halloween embodies. The idea of witches coming back to life to wreak havoc is presented with just enough danger to raise the stakes, but the film never loses sight of its playful, mischievous tone. And this carefree balance between scares and humor is what makes Hocus Pocus perfect for family viewing during the Halloween season. And it's a rare accomplishment to craft a movie that feels equally enchanting for both kids and adults, because as a child you're captivated by the magic and the threat of the witches, but as an adult you appreciate the clever humor, the nostalgia, and even the campiness. And Hocus Pocus knows exactly how to entertain a wide audience without alienating any age group, and that's part of why it's remained so beloved for decades. And one of the reasons Hocus Pocus put a spell on all of us is, of course, because of the unforgettable Sanderson sisters. We have Winifred, Sarah, and Mandy Sanderson, which are characters that left a lasting impression, because for each sister, they all bring something unique to the table, and their dynamic is what drives much of the film's charm. Because with Winifred, she's the ruthless leader where she's always scheming, while Sarah's ditzy personality contrasts her alluring charm, and Mary's quirky, almost childlike demeanor adds a layer of warmth, and together they create a perfect trio of villains that are fun to watch even as they plot against the children. And what makes these witches stand out is how much personality and energy the actresses pour into their roles. Bette Midler's performance as Winifred in particular became iconic because of her charisma and that signature high-pitched cackle that we always hear from her that always demands your attention in every scene. And then we have Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy, where they bring an almost slapstick element to their characters, making them both endearing and ridiculous in the best way. And the chemistry between the three feels very natural, as if they've been working together for centuries. And even though the Sanderson sisters are the villains of the story, they're incredibly likable, and that's what gives the movie its lasting appeal. And they're not just terrifying in the traditional sense, they're quirky, fun, and their over-the-top antics are more entertaining than evil, and fans just love them because they bring an energy that's hard to replicate. and this makes the sisters some of the most iconic characters in Halloween cinema. And Hocus Pocus isn't just a movie about witches and Halloween magic, it's also a time capsule of the 1990s. The film's setting, style, and even the dialogue are distinctly that 90s touch, which adds to its nostalgic charm for those who grew up during that era. And for the costumes of the main characters, particularly Max's too cool for Halloween attitude, to the references of the time, watching Hocus Pocus always bring you right back to that pop culture of that decade. And the film also captures the feeling of Halloween in the 90s because you see that the streets are filled with a whole bunch of trick-or-treaters, there's a whole bunch of these quirky local events around town, and even the way the children roam around unsupervised reflects a different time in American culture. And there's something about the simplicity of childhood during the 1990s, before smartphones and social media were a thing, that Hocus Pocus portrays perfectly. And the way Halloween was celebrated with spooky decorations, family traditions, and classic costumes feels genuine and relatable. And for many of us, rewatching Hocus Pocus is like revisiting our childhood. It reminds us of a simpler time where the excitement of Halloween was enough to make our imaginations run wild. And the film serves as a bridge between generations, allowing us to share those same nostalgic memories with younger audiences today. And Hocus Pocus would not have been the same without its perfect Halloween setting, because the movie takes place in Salem, Massachusetts, which is a location famous for its historic ties to witchcraft, which gives the story an authentic, eerie backdrop, because the film uses Salem's folklore as the foundation, but it builds its own whimsical version of the town filled with dark forests, old houses, in mysterious locations that feel like they're straight out of a Halloween dream. The holiday itself, Halloween, is more than just a backdrop, it's a character in the film, because we see that the movie captures the feeling of Halloween night, all of the excitement, the slight chill in the air, the decorations that line the streets, and the thrill of dressing up and exploring the spooky unknown, from the children's costumes to the Halloween parties, and of course, one of my personal favorite scenes, where Winifred performs "I'll Put a Spell on You." The holiday spirit is just infused into every moment. It's this atmosphere that makes the story of witches coming back to life feel even more magical. And Halloween Hocus Pocus is a mix of the whimsical and eerie, which enhances the feeling of danger while keeping the tone light. The fact that the entire story is centered around Halloween night makes it the quintessential Halloween movie, and it's hard to imagine the story working well at any other time of the year, and that's why so many people make Hocus Pocus an annual tradition. And when Hocus Pocus first hit theaters in 1993, it wasn't exactly a massive hit. However, as the years went on, the film did develop a cult following, and its popularity skyrocketed like crazy. And a big part of its enduring success is the way it gets better with age, because the more you watch it, the more you appreciate the small details, the quotable lines, and the memorable moments. And it's became a beloved Halloween staple, growing in popularity of every new generation that discovers it. And also, television reruns and streaming services made Hocus Pocus more accessible, giving it a second life well beyond its initial release. And over the years, fans have embraced the film in creative ways, from Halloween costumes to fan art to themed parties. The movie's song, like I mentioned earlier, "I Put a Spell on You," which, damn, I gotta listen to that after I'm done recording this video. They're just instantly recognizable, and people love to revisit those iconic scenes year after year. And Hocus Pocus isn't just a Halloween movie anymore, it's a cultural event that brings people together. The film's lasting legacy and how it enhanced audiences for more than 30 years, it's the kind of movie that grows with you as you get older, and you even end up finding new things to love, and its ability to capture the magic of Halloween while being both spooky and funny ensures that Hocus Pocus will continue to bewitch audiences for generations to come. And Hocus Pocus cast a spell on all of us, because it's more than just a Halloween movie like we talked about. It's a celebration of everything you love about the holiday, the perfect blend of spooky fun, unforgettable characters, and a vibrant Halloween atmosphere makes it a timeless classic. And year after year, fans always return to this film to relive the magic, the laughs, and the memories it brings. Whether you've watched it once or 100 times, Hocus Pocus continues to enhance us, and it will forever remain a central part of our Halloween traditions. But other than that, that is all I have to say about Hocus Pocus in this video. I just really wanted to put this video out there because I absolutely love this movie so much. Like I mentioned earlier, this is me and my girlfriend's favorite Halloween film to watch throughout the year. I mean, you know, I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but of course I really love Hocus Pocus too. I definitely do plan on talking about the second one sometime on this channel, so we're gonna have to wait and see exactly when that video drops. But I'm just really glad I was able to push out this video today so we could talk about Hocus Pocus, because I know a lot of people love this movie, and I thought it would just be really cool to share my overall thoughts on this film. So if you guys have anything you want to share with me when it comes to your own personal experiences with this movie, or just anything in general you want to say about the film, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and I would absolutely love to talk about Hocus Pocus with you guys in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to follow me on my social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. All of that is located in the description below. Be sure to click on that bell for notifications so you guys are notified whenever I upload a video on the channel. But other than that, I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.